Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, it's kind of been a while. Uh, it's all my fault. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was planning on Project 52 to be 52 weeks, one song every week, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to work out that way. At least the way I originally planned. So instead, I'm going to try to get as many songs to you as I can. I will even try to still fulfill the 52 songs, but I'm not sure what the schedule is going to be like from now on. But we're going to go ahead and get started with a song called Fade Away. This is for week 6 of Project 52, but we'll just go ahead and start saying song 6 instead of week because, like I said, I don't know the schedule anymore. Fade Away. I started this song back in November of 2012 and finished it in July of 2013. So it's been a pretty long project. I'm pretty proud of it. We'll listen to the song and then I'm going to tell you how I made it. Here we go. All right, so that's Fade Away. That's my song. I was working on it for quite a long time. All right, so let's talk about it. So, why don't we get started with the drums? Let's pull up the drum automation here and just take a quick look. So at the beginning, we got two little things here. We got this sweepy noise, and we've got this little drum hit that's like a crash and reverbed quite a lot. The sweep is just basically, if I can find it, sweep is just a 3x oscillator with all of them set to noise, and set that to a Fruity Free filter. Ugh, that's hard to say with my kind of mouth. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Put it on a low pass. Automated it. Simple. Very simple. Does that hit again right there, and then it comes into this little drum pattern. Oh, yeah. Alright, so that drum pattern is a loop. It is the classic break loop that comes with FL Studio. When you open up loops under packs, classic break, right there. Oh, whoops. So just simply dragged in, if I can get it, Fruity Slicer, put it on top, and then I messed around with it a bit. So let's go into that. Take a look at the pattern itself. All right, so along with the kick drum that it comes with, I added in my own kick over it. So just to kind of help give a little bit more emphasis to the kick, make it a little more oomph, make it a little nicer. And then I also messed around with it here, and I think I used this at one part of the song. I'm not sure, but I like it. So, yeah. The song is basically built around that drum riff. Got that little cutoff part here. Just basically cut it out. Then I added in that hit with the crash. And then it also brings in a little hi-hat pattern here on pattern 18. Let's take a look. Just a little right, left pattern. Kind of cool little sound. Then this little build up here, I just took from the existing patterns, like pattern 24, which is, I believe, a build up. Nope. Just a simple drum riff. So I just took the kick and snare and just copied it in. Oh wait, no, that's the hi-hat part. This is the snare and kick part. And then at that point, I think I used a whole nother one. So on that kick, the velocity is all quite the same. Same with on the other one, keeps it kind of consistent. Yeah, not much to say about that. That's pretty much the drums. All of that is just messing around with that loop. The loop basically stays the same by itself for the most part. All right, so the bass. Let's talk about the bass. The bass that's on here, right here, this one, it's not too, it doesn't, let me find the right words to say this. It's not too overpowered. It's more just there to fill in the spots, kind of like a sidechains bass almost, but it's not. Can't explain it any more than that, but the chord actually provides a bit of bass on its own, so it kind of helps fill in where the chord can't. The bass pattern is pretty simple. It just keeps following the chords, keeping with the structure. Then we get this little bass drop here. Pretty simple. Let's take a look. Got the two different basses, two different sub basses going on there, just to kind of give it a bit more oomph. I like that word, oomph. It's a fun word. Other than that, the bass is just pretty simple. Here, when it hits that drop, it follows the pattern of the chords as well. Except it also fills in those blank spots when the chords aren't playing. Yeah, the bass is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So we'll go ahead and move on. We'll go ahead and talk about the ARP. Yeah. So this ARP sound, I don't even remember how I got this. Yeah, I'm not sure. But for the pattern, I can tell you how I got that. By placing random notes on that scale all along the place. And it turned into this. Okay, this. I just screwed around with it, made it till it sounded nice and pretty. And basically that ARP just keeps going and going and going and going and going. And then there's a pattern 6 here, which means it's a bit changed instead of the pattern 5. Whoops. That's when the chord changes to a major chord during this little drop here. So that it doesn't clash. Also does it here as well. Keeps it nice and pretty. Where else? Thought I had another place where that happened. Guess not. That might have been in one of the old versions. Alright, so along this pattern of the ARP, we also have this bell noise. The bell, once I get to it, the bell is the Dream Bell preset, but it has a lot of reverb on it, and I took that out, and I slightly edited it until it sounded more of what I wanted for this little breakdown. Not breakdown, but quiet part build up. That's the word. And without this little leading in noise, it just kind of comes out of nowhere. So I just put a little bell hit onto Edison, recorded it, pulled it back in, reversed it, and then put it in here with it. Just to kind of give it something leading in. So that's the ARP and bell. Nothing much going on there other than that. The side chainsaw, you only see this at the beginning. It doesn't happen anywhere else in the song. Skip forward. So that's just to kind of help it bring it in and make the make it when it comes into the drums, more powerful. Without it, it just kind of doesn't sound as strong. So I took a silver saw. Crap. Man, I haven't touched this song in forever. Silver saw, took away the... Oh, I guess I didn't. I left some delay in, apparently, but pretty sure there was more. I edited it. That word, I swear. I made it to my specifications by twisting knobs and doing things. Then I added in a fruity free filter with the low pass, automated it like you can see here. And once you hear it at the beginning, you never hear it again. It's just gone. Oh, crap. There we go. But then in its place comes this lead that we hear coming in a couple times during the song. This lead... Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. Think this is it? Nope, this is it. So this is the same lead that I've been using for some of the other songs for Project 52. I think I even started using it in the first one, in week number 1. So I'm not going to talk about making it here. If you want to learn about it, go to week number 1. But it's the same exact synth, same exact sound that I've got going on. Just added in that fruity free filter. Got that riff going on. The riff was actually played by me, and then I went in after I recorded the MIDI notes and put it nice and neat, make sure it all kind of fit in. Added in some notes wherever I felt necessary. And it was a lot of fun making that part. Then it comes to this part in the song where that little... it's after that whole lead section ended, and then it has that little bass drop here, and then we add in more notes here with that same synth. Yeah. That lead comes back towards the end, and it's my favorite part of the whole song, this ending, especially this little part right here. That just makes me think of Tetris or something. That little riff, let's find it, play it by itself. That riff makes me happy. All right. Almost done here. We're going to talk about the chords now. Make these larger. Okay. Play a little bit. So this is another uh, s- another preset that I've been using for a while called Chords of Life. Love it to death, and that's why I need to stop using it because I use it in everything. So, Chords of Life, I set up this cutoff here to to an automation clip, and then I also put that through a oh, never mind. I put it to the channel volume so that it kind of builds in, and then here we hear that cutoff rising, dropping, and rising again. After that little bass drop hits, it comes in with another layer for the chords to give it a little something fresh to not keep it so stale where it gets, repetitive. Then we get to this set of chords here, changes it up a bit, and it also changes the pattern. I use that same little sample of the filter cutoff as I do right there. Um, it's a nice little build-up sound. Then we get to this point where the drop comes in. So yeah, the chord structure stays pretty much like that throughout the whole breakdown um, until here. And then it goes back to normal. At that drop, it brings in that same extra layer to keep it fresh. Then here at that bell noise, we'll even add it in to help out. At that bell, it stays kind of quiet. The cutoff is put down just to kind of keep it nice and intense. All right, so towards the end there, it starts building up, and something's about to go down, and someone's gonna die. So then it drops, and there's no longer that peaceful ARP that we've got going on here because it gets more aggressive. That ARP just doesn't belong in that club. Kick it out. It's just straight up bass, chord, and drums. Then that lead comes in to kind of fill it out. And then we get to this ending point, which is the FM bass. This also occurs here earlier in the song when the first lead drop thing happens. We'll take a closer look here. In fact, we'll just go ahead and play it all. Right there. Two very simple sounds. It just helps to kind of add more to the song, make it a little cooler. But overall, not that exciting. Okay, so I've got this little 3x oscillator going, and I found this through some tutorial online using the Fruity Squeeze with the 3x oscillator. I talked about it on week 2. I'm sorry to make you guys jump all over the place to see these synths, but I mentioned where the video is that I found this. This particular bass. So if you want to watch it, I'll put a link in the description so that you can see that, and I can give credit where credit is due. This FM bass, though, this was created by me. It's a variation of the one that I used in week 2, and it's still using Seamless R's how-to bass style. If you want to learn how to make FM basses for like dubstep and things like that, you really need to watch Seamless R's videos. He explains it beautifully. Makes everything just make sense. So this is all based off of that. This one little sound here that happens is... Yeah. This also comes into play towards the end of the song. In fact, at the very end of the song. So what happened there is that I added in a gross beat, which has this sidechain going on, but it's turned off during the wait. I must not know what I'm talking about. It was on the wrong one. Okay. So this gross beat turns on at some point. Huh. I'm not even sure how that turns on. It has been way too long since I've looked at this song. I am very confused now. Well, at some point, in some sort of way, it's automated so that this growth beat turns on. It goes to the side chain, and then we got it, the modulation coming up so that it starts growling, and then starts going back down, and then the volume turns down with it to kind of close it out. Yeah, I'm still very confused. But whatever. So that's pretty much the song right there. Whoa. Did not mean to go that far. I originally was going to have it like a electro dubstep kind of song at that breakdown, but it just wasn't working. And that's the reason why it took so long to make this song, because I just couldn't decide which direction to take it in. But it's finished now. It's actually been out on SoundCloud for a while. So you can go ahead and download that for free. The download is in the description. Yeah, that one. So if you like the song, if you want to listen to it, you can do so for free. Just go ahead and download it. And yeah, the next video I put out will be about rock guitars and the like. So if you want to see that, learn how to produce with that kind of thing, stay tuned. I will actually be releasing that video in a couple of days. So, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. And I will see you later.